Yo, what up, dude? So I got a remote client here, Riker Kane, looking at his movement capacity. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm 100% on the head and right with this one, but it's kind of a good showing example of something that I talk a lot about, and as far as a pitcher having to have the movement capacity to get into certain positions, own those certain positions in the delivery.
In our drive phase, we want to hold essentially that external rotation of that back hip so we can constantly be applying force into the ground, and then at that last second, that's when we go into internal rotation. That's when our hand gets up into that cocked position ready to fire. That's when all of the ground energy can go up at once, and then that's when you hear kinetic chain and out through the fingertips at ball release. So something that I look at is like, do you have the capacity to actually move that way in your drive phase?
You'll see here with Riker, in his drive phase, he's really efficient. He's in really good positions, and in this position right here, you'll see that typically what we see is that internal rotation of that back leg will start cracking towards the ground, and it'll create a little bit more length from knee to knee, a little bit more separation. And then, what you'll see here with Riker is it's almost looking like his brain signaling to his body, hey, we need to get back down. We haven't owned that movement capacity in our hips, so we're going to go get back down into touchdown on that front foot. So you'll see I got him as early front foot contact. You'll see a guy that lands on his tippy toes like that. Not really much internal rotation of this backside, which leads to what, right? Early launch. So you'll see his trunk posture is behind that lead leg, and he's launching it early. Probably leads to a lot of inconsistencies with his release point. You also see that his glove arm's a little bit disconnected from the rest of his body. So back down into touchdown early like that, it kind of tells me either one of two things. One, he could potentially be throwing on a mound that's tricking his brain into thinking he doesn't have much room to stride. But he also did this in his pull downs and his running guns and his long toss as well. And then the second thing is just lacking that movement, the ability to move and create that knee to knee separation that we need, and lengthen out the stride, right? It's not so much about, hey, let's get our stride longer. It's just about, hey, let's move with what we have in the body. Okay, so the biggest goal is to prevent this early launch. We want extension, so then it's kind of working our way backwards and seeing, okay, well, why is he there? Why is he early launching it? Why is he not getting that extension that we need? So that's when we can kind of back up and then see from the starting point is where's that biggest disconnect, where's that biggest breakdown occurring, and then it's about identifying why. So that's kind of the fun part. So for him, like I said, a program, a movement series, a mobility series, take that seriously for about 2, 3, 4 weeks, and see if that affects the way that he moves on the mound, or just playing catch, and then we go from there. All right, hope you guys enjoyed.